Lindenwood head coach Jet Stugart, team coming off a Thursday night opening loss against nationally ranked FBS foe Kansas. So they're back in action this week. They are going to take on Central Arkansas, who is ranked in the FCS. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team. We'll go to a couple of questions.
Well, I was actually really encouraged by last Thursday. I thought you never know going into a game like that. It's a big first for a lot of our players. First FBS game in our program, and we're playing a top 22 ranked Power 4 team in the country. And so our challenge to them was, number one, can we handle the stage? Are we intimidated by the stage? Are we just going there to play in a defense mode and not, or do we want to go out there and try to have a mindset to win a game? That doesn't matter who you play. And I really felt great about how our guys handled that situation. It was loud. The energy was the environment was outstanding. It was awesome. And our kids, I think, did exactly what we asked them to do. We did handle the stage. We came out. We played really well for a quarter and a half. It was 7-0 KU there through the first quarter and almost half of the second. And then all of a sudden, just it goes to show you how quick big plays can impact a game. And once you lose that momentum, doesn't matter who you're playing against. I think that's what was kind of frustrating in that second quarter for us and our players is, we gave up an explosive play by not adjusting to a hurry up situation. We didn't get lined up right, and that busted a long play, and they scored 2 plays later, and then we threw a pick six, and before you know it, that 7-0 deficit went to 21-0 and just a matter of plays. So, so much to be encouraged by. I was curious to see just kind of how we would handle that, and I was pretty encouraged by leaving that game. We left the game pretty healthy. We're all didn't lose anybody for the week, and that's also first games and games of that magnitude. You want to make sure you stay healthy. So overall, I was fairly pleased with where we're at.
Thoughts on this year's version of the Central Arkansas team? And I'm sorry, I don't have a firm. You all played them 2 years ago, is that right?
Yeah, 2 years ago we were able to go down there and on their homecoming and we upset them. We were 2.5 touchdown underdog and we got out of there with the win. So obviously they're not going to forget that coming back to our place. They return a lot of the same people, same quarterback, there's a lot of people, players on that team that we faced 2 years ago. So no element of surprise this time. They're a much better team. I think I just saw, that they moved up in the rankings, rightly so. I think they battled Arkansas State. Probably, I know Coach is probably agitated because they probably should have won that game. And looking at the film, there's no doubt, so they're a legit good football team. And, we have to be ready to play kind of the same mindset we did going into Kansas, with a quality team like that. So, but very good football team, very good quarterback. That's where it starts offensively. They do a great job, and their defense flies around. They got a defensive end that's probably going to play on Sundays. I arguably haven't seen, when I say the best in the country, I haven't seen everybody play, but, I believe what others say and what scouts say. He's a force on their defensive line, and they've got a lot of good players. If I started going down the list, so we've got to be ready.
Then just want to kind of ask you finally about opening a home. I think we talked about this at media day, just the atmosphere that you all expect, and to have that home opener and the advantage it can give you.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting a great turnout. I mean, it's the first home opener. Our administration. I'm really grateful to the game day pregame tailgating atmosphere that they've created here over the last couple of years. So people are kind of used to that now, and it's been a great game day atmosphere. And then I think obviously, when I look back at our spring game last spring and the turnout we had just for that, and then even our fan fest scrimmage we had here to see how many people kind of showed up just for a scrimmage, it feels like there's excitement in the air here. Hope reminding everybody a great evening. It's going to be great weather. 6 p.m. kickoff here at Hunter Stadium, and I'm anticipate a great crowd coming out, because we're going to need love our student section, and we're going to need that kind of energy, obviously, against a really good opponent. And like I said, 2 years ago, we were a totally different team, and they've gotten better, but I believe we've gotten better. And I think that's why I'm excited to really kind of see. We knew what kind of off non-conference schedule we had coming into conference was, arguably one of the toughest in the country. And we've looked at that as a great positive to kind of find out, hey, if we're going to try to be competitive, compete in our conference for conference champion type play, then you've got great opportunities to play against some of the best in the country, and that's a great opportunity for our football program.
Well, Coach, thanks for bearing through the technical issues with us. Appreciate you joining us, and best of luck, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Appreciate you. Thanks, Kyle. We'll